Coming up now, it's time to find out who's going to win the gold medal in the Compound Women's Open here at the 2019 World Archery Para Championships. So here is the route to the final. Singapore's Nur Syahidah Alim hit a 680 in the ranking round, took out Artakinova and Andreevskaya on her route to the final, and she goes up against Great Britain's Jessica Stretton, took out Yorulmaz and Sati on her route to the gold medal. Let's welcome them out onto the range here in the Netherlands.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the Compound Women Open gold medal match.
Well, there is the 19-year-old British athlete, Jessica Stretton. She's shooting on target 2.
Target number 1.
And her opponent on target number 1, the 33-year-old Nur Syahidah Alim from Singapore. She shoots from a stool, whereas Stretton is in a chair.
On target number 2.
Jessica Stretton, the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games champion of the W1 division. She was the youngest archer at those games at the age of 16. And now she's shooting in the Compound Women Open category. And she's shooting really well. She set a new world record for the match. 15-arrow match and 148 out of 150 points in her semi-final.
Well, she'll be hoping for the same here. She's the world number 3, but Alim is the world number 9, so she has got a pretty good record as well. So it's time to go for gold. And it's Nur Syahidah Alim of Singapore to shoot first.
Ten.
Well, a cracking start from both athletes.
Nine.
Our Singaporean finalist here is making her debut at the World Championships.
9.
What a debut it is to make the final.
Guaranteed silver medal for Alim. Jessica Stretton, who's just getting buffeted by the wind on her second arrow, has to shoot a 10 to keep things all square. And watch that stabiliser, it was moving around earlier on.
10.
But that's right back in the middle.
So we're tied after the first round in a total of 5.
Very relaxed conversation between the British coach and her athlete. There's smiles on the right hand side of the picture there between Alim and her coach. Both camps keeping a relaxed vibe. Well, they matched each other in that first end, both shooting a couple of 10s. Those X's from Alim here are so close to each other, but Stretton, having thrown a high 9, also got a good grouping of her first and third arrows. Sporting a pair of sunglasses. Chris, we see archers wearing sunglasses all the time, and the light conditions have been changeable here.
Yeah, some archers use archery-specific glasses that fit around the face. This is because specifically the bridge of the nose, the piece that rests of the glasses on the nose can sometimes block out the vision to the target. Both these archers seem to have no issue with their vision and are using standard off-the-shelf glasses.
10.
Alim started the second as she started the first with another 10. As has Jessica Stretton of Great Britain.
So a direct comparison in the style of release aid these two archers are using.
10.
Nur Syahidah is using a hinge style. No, she's using a trigger style, whereas Jessica Stretton's using a hinge style back tension release. That means that after Jessica draws back, she'll take her thumb off her button and she's just pulling against the weight of the bow until it activates. Whereas Singaporean archer, she'll draw up and then put her thumb onto the trigger and pull against it until she clicks and releases the arrow.
A good close-up there of Alim. And she's thrown an 8 to follow Stretton, so Stretton can level things up again here, but needs a 10 as you see the wind just picking up again. And that's why Stretton's waiting. She's waiting for the wind to die down. Was that enough? It's marked as a 9.
We will wait for the judge to see what
Doesn't
it is.
appear that one's going to go to a measure either.
The scoreboard is a
The
9.
judge can measure it on the target whether it's marked as a star or not, so this is just an indication. She will receive the arrow value.
Yeah, well, as you can see, the asterisk has gone up there on Jessica Stretton's last arrow, so the target judge will go and have a look at this. Didn't quite hear it, but from a close-up we've got, it is going to be confirmed as a 9, and Nur Syahidah Alim has taken the lead after the second end just by 1 point. 57 plays 56 here in the gold medal match.
Encouraging signs out of Singapore, who are currently in the process of hiring a full-time coach to try and improve their international results across all types of competition, para, able-bodied, in the lead up to Tokyo 2020.
Start of the third end of the Compound Women's Open individual gold medal match here in Den Bosch. Jessica Stretton of Great Britain, trailing by a single point, will shoot first.
She really is taking her time before she starts to draw back. In the able-bodied World Championships next week, we'll see that the archers only have 20 seconds to shoot each arrow, but that time's extended here to 30 to allow those archers who do need a bit more time to load their bows due to mobility impairments not to have to rush. She's really making use of that, even though she's got her arrow loaded fast.
9.
That's just the third time that Alim has been outside the 10 ring in this entire match.
10.
And into the X for Jessica Stretton. Put down a marker of 29, which can only be matched by Nur Syahidah Alim. She needs a 10 to do that.
10. So
And there she goes, levels things up, 29 apiece in the third end, just dropping a single point each. High quality archery in front of us, but Alim still leads by a single point.
This is quite impressive from the Singaporean archer. Her only world level experience prior to this was the Paralympic Games in Rio, where she finished 7th. And this past winter season's indoor circuit, where she came 2nd in Macau.
Yeah, and 2-10 sandwiching, a 9 in the middle for her. We take a look at them. She's got a nice action, a little snap at the end, and there's a double blink as well. It's repeated over and over again. But the position that she shoots from looks very solid.
It's a strong technique. It's a strong technique, and it's working. I mean, the true test of a strong technique is whether it works under pressure in a finals arena. And so far for these 9 arrows, it's held up well.
Start of the fourth end of the gold medal match here. Jessica Stretton still trailing by a single point to shoot first.
10.
That might put some pressure on Alim's process. Or not. Your test has been passed, Chris.
Well, Jess was impressive in Rio when she was shooting in the W1 division.
9.
She's really become comfortable in this compound women's category very, very fast.
Well, all Alim needs to do is match Stretton. And that's all that she is doing right now.
It's interesting that Jess doesn't even appear to be waiting for the win. She appears just to be giving herself time.
And it's definitely working. 2 X's from the British archer gives her back-to-back second 29, third of the match, in fact. Chance for a third from Alim here as well, a third 29. Just slipping out, and just like that we are all square at 114 points each going into the 5th and final end. 3 arrows per archer to settle who is going to take the 2019 World Championship title. Well, Stretton with a 9 and her second arrow sandwiched between these 2 X's. The X is only gives you 10, but it's just that little bit closer to the very centre of the target.
And it's also used to determine tie breaks on the ranking round, and if the world record ever gets to 150 points, then subsequent world records are counted on X's as well.
So we've been through 4 ends of this gold medal match. We are all square between Nur Syahidah Alim of Singapore and Jessica Stretton of Great Britain. They have 3 arrows to try and settle this one. And it's back to Alim shooting first.
Nine.
Well, up until this end, Alim had shot an X or a 10 as her first arrow, as had Stretton. Alim has slipped down to a 9. And there's another one. The door has just opened for Jessica Stretton here.
The strongest archers finish the matches well, especially the big matches.
A bit of movement on the stabilizer, and that is the result. She was wobbling around just before the release. So now everything's square, and we have 1 arrow for each archer left.
Nine.
A third 9, so the door still open. A 10 will guarantee the win.
She's going to wait again. Wait till it gets down to 19 seconds and then start.
Well, that wind is still gusting. She's holding off the draw here. Here she goes. A 10 for the world title. Well, she's pulled that into the 8, which gives her a 140. But the second arrow has an asterisk next to it. It's marked as an 8 at the moment. If it gets measured up to a 9, we're all square after 5 ends. Stretton needs this measure to go her way.
She didn't leave herself enough time in that last arrow. It's all very well waiting for the wind, but you've still got to deliver it.
Well, just with the naked eye, this looks like it's very, very close to the line. The thumbs up from the coach, and it has been confirmed as a 9 for Jessica Stretton. A lifeline has been extended to the British athlete in a high-pressure 5th end. There is confirmation, all square after the 5 regulation ends. Chris, we go to a shoot-off. How does that work?
Each archer will shoot 1 arrow, closest to the middle wins. Although, if both shoot an X, then we'll go to a second shoot-off.
So now that middle ring, that very centre ring, comes into play in a big way. Well, it was a crucial measure for Jessica Stretton there. Here is the arrow that went to the measure. And look, that was a 10 required for the win. It slips into what looks like an 8, got measured up to a 9. Pressure and tension really high here for this, World Championship gold medal. 1 arrow could decide it right now. The targets have been replaced, clean targets for a shoot-off.
Singapore's Alim to shoot first.
This for the world title.
9.
Right, a 9. So, no second arrow guaranteed.
10 to win.
Jessica Stretton here with 1 arrow to take the 2019 world title. Oh, she's thrown it into the 9, and just by the naked eye, that looks like Singapore's Alim is closer to the centre, and she will take the gold medal.
there was plenty of room inside Alim's arrow for Jess to fit one in and take that, but
well, there is the confirmation that Nur Syahidah Alim of Singapore takes the gold medal and the world title of 2019 in the women's open compound individual. It was a thrilling contest between her and Jessica Stretton, but the athlete from Great Britain shot a wider 9 from the centre than Alim. Alim takes the gold.